Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 2. Last time we basically beat all of the nobles in the academy and got determined that we are the strongest one here, at least class 7 is. Individually, we probably wouldn't have made the fight against the principal and of course Beatrix, but so far we did pretty well. So, for now we only one mandatory quest left, which we need to be in engineering building, but the one thing I want to do first, I want to report everything we've done so far. I want to see if we have enough points to go to the max rank and get our reward. Because since we missed a couple of quests during our game from start to finish, there is a chance we'll come up a little bit short. Just like Toa. I handed most of my work off to the next year's student council yesterday, so I've got a few more simple tasks to finish up. I shouldn't be too swamped today, so if there's anything you need, just ask me. I'd be happy to make you some tea too. Oh, you made some headway. Tell me all about it. Yes, we made it. 315 to A0, we got 316. Perfect.
Wow! Rank A0? You're amazing! Here's a bonus from the academy.
The Lionheart.
Wow! That must have been tough.
It was a bit touch and go, so we had one quest only as a buffer. It's way too close for comfort. Thanks so much for helping me with my work. It's really a big weight off my tiny little shoulders. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright. A lot of stats plus 100 prevents ailments and stat down. Can you do something with that? Hell yes. Yeah, I think this would work really nice. With her. This as well with a higher crit rate. So we'll be giving her the Grand Cordon or Lionheart. Because I think for her, being able to get no stats against her, I think that's playing it a bit more safe. And then a person like Usus or Fee, that might be a little bit better with, no, Fee, especially with an extra crit rate. Or maybe even Rean. The accuracy is really nice though. It truly is. Oh well, at least we've got that all done and dusted, so we can now move on with an easy heart to our last quest. Let's see what we need to do there. Yeah, it is a beautiful thing, isn't it? Ah, you're here. Well, I tried to stop her, Rean. I told her how important today was for you and everything, but she just couldn't help herself. It's fine, honestly. This is my kind of request, actually. There's no way raising Angelica isn't going to be interesting. Oh, I'll show you interesting. Yeah, I guess Rean's fallen for that bike's charms just as hard as you did. Guilty as charged. Oh, just proved that entrusting her to you was the right choice after all. You're for skipping the usual formalities then? No asking if you have the time, please accept my request and junk? Sure, I've always hoped for a chance to go out riding with you. Shame we've only got time for a race. My thoughts exactly. Still, there's a certain excitement you can only get from a good race, isn't there? Well, you do have a point. I'm not very sure if I stand much of a chance against you. Not that it will stop me from trying. Oh, that's what I like to hear. So, are we doing this right now, or what? If you're worried about rules, don't be. I'll give you the rundown before we start. Let's go. You bet. Nice, then let's get going. Because since we already made max rank, doesn't matter if we win, lose or whatever, we can just do and enjoy this. No one out and about? Is the road all free for us? I didn't expect to see you here, Toa. Oh, I wouldn't miss this for the world. I won't be able to take my eyes off a race like this. This is sure to be intense. But be intense safely, alright? I'll try. That goes for you too, Angie. But of course, my dear George, I'd never do a thing to worry you. Anyway, on to the rules. This will sound familiar if you ever have raced before. We follow the course and the first to the end wins. Yeah, sounds simple enough to me. I'd worry if it didn't, but let's make this a bit more interesting, shall we? Raise the stakes a little bit. Let's say the loser has to buy everyone drinks. Works for you? I'm not one to turn down a free drink. As if pitting their egos against each other wasn't enough. Let's just let them have their fun. Well then, why don't we get this show on the road? To your bike, Rean. You got it. Are you both ready? Alright, I'll count down from 3. I couldn't remember the buttons. I hope I get a chance to still catch up. Oh, that was... I was hitting the trigger, not the bumper. Oh, the humanity. Oh, crap. Oh, that didn't help either. Alright. If there is a chance to have a rematch, I will definitely go for it, because we're not even getting close enough to catch up with her. She's too far away. Yeah. Defeated before we even started. I can't have that. It is a lot better. Really? Angie trying to run me off the road? Alright, I have to get past her and stay in front of her. And just stick to the road, because she's sticking to the road too. So if I do the same, I will have the same advantage and disadvantage as she has, so she wouldn't be able to get past me. See? If I used the right buttons, there was no chance I'm ever in all living hell that you could beat me. AP increased by 1. Boy, I can't believe how much you've improved. You really earned that win, well done. Don't sell yourself short. You kept the pressure on right to the very end. If anything, I find it hard to believe you actually won against you. Well, believe it or not, you did, and it proves more than anything just how skilled you are now. Yeah, you should be proud of yourself, Rean. Thanks, Angelica, George. Maybe it's because I didn't hold back, but I feel really refreshed after that. Not the feeling I was expecting for some reason, but hey, I'm not complaining. Not holding back is an understatement. Toa? Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just touched, that's all. I could feel how serious you were about the race the whole time, Rean. Yep, it was quite the spectacle to behold. You'll have to hit me up if you guys ever decide to have a rematch. For sure, and I hope we can have one too. Yeah, I look forward to my chance to get revenge for today. Alright, before I forget, I should perform my civic duty as the loser. Time to buy those drinks. 5 should do, I think? 5? Oh! Of course. 1 for Crow as well. Oh, we had all this fun without him today. It's the least we can do. Yeah, that sounds good. They drink the drinks that Angelica bought together, and after seeing off Towa return to the student council room, George, Angelica and Rean wander back to the engineering building. Oh, thanks for the raise, Rean. By the way, before you go, I've got a piece of news I figured you might like. Turns out the Rhineford company is thinking about going all in on the orbital bike development. Really? That's right, but don't get too excited just yet. You never know if they'll end up actually going through with it. Well, with the way things are now, I can't really imagine they will. But a time will come when society feels a need for vehicles that inspire passion in people. Those are Chairman Irina's words too. I can see what she means. There is nothing else quite like these bikes of yours, is there? Exactly right is why I need you to do your part in raising public awareness when I'm gone. I just know they will be showing mine off more than anyone during my travels. Knowing you, every woman on the continent would want her own. Guys too, of course. Oh right, here's something for racing with me. It's the same one I wear, so you know it's good. Think of it as a farewell gift. Ah, a lightning belt. Thank you very much. I can't wait to try it on. And these are from me. Oh, one more thing. This doesn't have to do with the race or the request or anything, but I just want you to have it. An engineering building key. So does it mean we're officially part of the group? This is the key to here, isn't it? That's right. From now on, you're free to use this place whenever you want. I'm not going to be here to see the next batch of bright-eyed first years roll in, so I'm putting you in charge of finding some promising young engineer to take over my work here. Deal? And George, Deal. Thanks, Rean, for everything. Au revoir, my dear friend. Keep well now. Andy's bike still needs a bit of work before it's ready for a road trip, but I can knock that out by the end of the day. Still, it's my last job here at the Academy, my magnus opus, and I'm gonna make sure that I do it right. Yeah, you better. Oh, I didn't think I'd stay long, but George's handiwork is just so captivating. It's hard to believe just how fast these 2 years flew by. I can imagine. These will be the final days you will spend with your classmates. In that sense, they may be worth the same as the 250 years I spent sleeping. They are to us at least. Spend them wisely, so that you may part with no regrets. Every moment will only serve to help you grow as a person. Time cannot be rewound or repeated. That is what gives its value. Spend the time you have with your classmate wisely so that you may part with no regrets. Every moment will only serve to help you grow as a person. He's so wise. Our little old Valimar. Alright. Oh, I knew something was gonna happen. But that is the sign of a message to the Awakener. What was that just now? Was it just my imagination? No, it couldn't have been.
You have also sensed the disturbance, I presume.
Yes, I did. Huh? Is that you, Valimar? Wait, did I just feel the same thing you felt yesterday?
Indeed. There was movement within the earth veins, but not solely that. I now sense something else.
Then it sounds like I've got an investigation to do. But it came from that direction, and that can only mean the old school building.
Correct. The structure beneath which I once lay dormant, known to you and your friends as the Old Schoolhouse.
I think I got my wish for one last investigation down the Old Schoolhouse. Alright. Have a quick check. I see the markings of people are all still the same. Alright, so we don't have to go track everyone down and talk to them once again. So let's head to the building. Going to inspect the Old Schoolhouse will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. Yes, and the reason I'm walking away, because I'm just realizing if they say proceed and all quests will vanish, that means if I don't report the race to Toa, I won't get my AP points for it. And since I don't need it for my rank, I do want it officially completed. There will be ways not to call it in, you know what I mean? And a little bit of extra cash. Alright, that is definitely it. Nothing in this building. And we just checked out the school grounds. We did the same thing with Trista before we head over to the academy. After we've done the side quest, so I think we're ready to move on with the main story and see what we can find in the Old Schoolhouse. Will there be an additional new floor? Or will the schoolhouse be totally different?
Strange. I can't sense anything abnormal. Valimar said he sensed movement in the earth veins below us, but...
Aha, there you are.
Toval?
Long time no see.
Yeah, tell me about it. What brings you here? Do you need me for something?
Nah, nothing like that. I'm just in Trista for work I need Sarah and Mick for, you see. I figured while I was here, I might as well come and see how things have been with you. Then I saw you walking off over here, and it seemed like the perfect time to catch up and say hey, so, you know, here I am. This is that old building Valimar used to be sealed away in, huh? Sarah's the one who told me all about it, but she wasn't lying about how creepy it is. It's got this real weird air about it. Why are you hanging around here?
Well, I thought there was, actually, it looks like it was just my imagination, so don't worry about it.
You know, if he says that, something else is gonna pop up once again. Another pulse or something.
Okay?
Still, by the sound of it, the guild's been keeping you busy lately. Has your workload lightened up at all?
It's relatively peaceful right now, yeah. It won't last, though. If anything, it's only going to get worse.
I'm sure.
Thanks to Crossbell being annexed before a full-on war could break out, things have on the surface calmed down. That's partly thanks to you, too. The only problem is, now there's no power out there at home or abroad capable of stopping him. And by him, I mean our friend the Blood and Iron Chancellor, of course.
Well, I figured you meant Osborne, definitely.
What's up?
It's nothing. The only people who know the truth about me and him are the ones who were there that day. Still, I wouldn't be surprised if Prince Olivert and Viscount Arcade have worked it out already.
Or if Sarah told Toval.
How much should I tell him?
Don't worry, Rean.
About what?
Sarah's told me no more about what went down in that castle than she feels I need to know. I'm not privy to any details involving your friend's death or your private business. I can't pretend I haven't managed to fill in a few gaps just from putting two and two together, though.
Sorry. It's not like I don't trust you or anything. I've just got a lot of things I need to sort out in my own head first.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm guessing time will help in that regard, but it'll only go so far. Hey, Rean? I know I've asked you this before, but you sure you wouldn't consider becoming a bracer?
I wouldn't mind seeing Rean as a bracer. Like being independent from the government. He could do a lot of good, but I'm pretty sure that Osborne will not allow Valimar to land in the hand of a bracer. So it would be very hard if he decided to do that.
I really do think you'd be a natural. That you've got the physical strength goes without saying, but I think your mindset is right up our alley too. The guild might be kinda limited in what it can do here in Erebonia, but we do work all over the continent. I'm not saying leave everything behind and run, but it'd be a good chance to look within yourself and think things through.
That is true. But I'm afraid I'll have to decline. It certainly seems to be a wonderful profession, judging by the work that you and Instructor Sarah do, but I feel like I should see the path I've chosen through to the end. I've got Valimar to think about too.
Well, if that's what you want. That's a real shame, though. Here was me thinking I'd be able to bring a promising rookie into the fold, too.
It might also have been better for Rean in the long haul, but we don't know. We'll have to see.
No big. We'll see if you change your mind come graduation. I'm not giving up on you just yet.
Well, I'm flattered.
Oh, there he is.
Huh. Now there's a familiar voice.
Elise, Your Highness!
Wow. What did we do to deserve this honor?
Rean, Toval, it's wonderful to see you both again.
Yeah, it's becoming like a proper reunion here at the old school building.
I must say, I wasn't expecting to find the two of you here. Alone.
Moving right past that, what brings you out here?
Well, when I spoke to you yesterday, you sounded a little despondent. Which is what prompted me to tell her if she was that worried, she should come and pay you a visit.
I can see why Elise would come here, but I'm surprised you decided to accompany her.
You've got to be two of the most fearless young ladies in Erebonia.
Oh, that's definitely true.
Although with the third most fearless young lady in Erebonia as an escort, I'm sure you've got nothing to worry about.
I'm honored you would say so. It's good to see you again, Toval.
Likewise. We're not exactly on the same side these days, but there's no need to let that stop us from being friendly off the clock.
I'd like nothing more, honestly. Oh,
Is she still hung up about how Rean treated her? I can imagine.
I assure you my accompanying them was purely by coincidence.
Oh, I know. If anything, I'm the one who's putting you out. I seem to be the reason they came here, after all.
I never once thought you were putting me out, so don't worry. I did wonder whether it might be best to stay out of your sight, truth be told.
Please, don't think like that. I was the one at fault, not you. I really am sorry, though. I was being so childish.
Not at all. If I hadn't been so self-righteous, I'm truly sorry.
It looks like another formidable foe has entered the fray.
Yeah, another one to add to Rean's harem.
Your Highness, please.
Rean, I swear, you're a damn magnet for trouble when it comes to women.
Well, this sure is an odd place for everyone to be hanging out in the middle of the day.
Oh, hey, Celine.
Celine! Oh, how I've longed to pet that glossy black fur again! You're never going to give this up, are you? I thought something felt odd over here, but I guess that's because of you guys.
Nope, you actually felt something.
Oh, I totally forgot until you said that.
Forgot what?
Is something wrong?
Oh yeah, you did say you were here for some reason.
Yeah, I sensed something strange earlier, then...
There it is. An extra confirmation that there is something going on.
How?
Is that the old schoolhouse's bell?
Yes, and when it rings, it usually means a trial is coming up.
Wait, didn't Sarah say that the last time this rang...
There it is. The old schoolhouse's
What's
power
happening?
field.
The building is glowing?
Celine, this is just like before.
Yeah, this is obviously serious. Unlike the last time, however, there doesn't appear to be any kind of barrier around it.
What in the world? It's just like the first night of the festival.
Rean, what's happening here? Wait, Elise? Your Highness? Whoa! Claire and Toval are here too?
What's going on here?
Do my eyes deceive me? Are all 3 of the fabulous 15s here in one place?
Way to keep your priorities in check, Angie.
What's happening here, Celine? Don't ask me, I just got here. Rean, can you tell us everything you know?
I think we all need to be apprised of the situation.
Rean explained what he knew, but he didn't understand the situation much better than they did. But with no barrier surrounding the school like last time, they decided to enter the old schoolhouse. Is it different? Oh yeah, that's definitely different. Reverie Corridor. Yeah, it does. I do see a connection in the future title of the series. But sadly, I will not have catched up before its release.
What happened here?
This doesn't look anything like the inside of the old schoolhouse.
It's changed form many times in the past, but at this point it no longer even feels like we're inside a building.
The strange rumors about this place were around even when I was a student, but I never pictured anything like this.
When was the last time it changed?
A while ago. The last time anything this extreme happened was when the 7th floor opened up.
Still, that was underground, right? This is the first time it's happened above ground, I think.
Yeah. There's no sign of that door with the elevator inside either.
It's like all someone did was snap their fingers and the whole interior was changed in no time flat.
I tried, but even my clairvoyance isn't enough to tell us anything. Nothing feels particularly off to me either. Well, if you two can't work anything out, the rest of us sure won't.
But we can't exactly just leave and pretend we didn't see anything.
Well, technically we could, but we just don't know what kind of effect that will have.
Oh,
Gonna try and see if Valimar knows anything?
Yeah. Heed my call.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
goodness.
You know how to do spatial translocation with him?
Valimar, do you understand anything about the situation we're in?
We witches only know half the secrets concerning the Divine Knights. But you're one yourself. Maybe you know something?
My memories have yet to fully return. What I can confirm is that this place was created by the gnomes.
Gnomes? Weren't they also responsible for building the spirit shrines we visited?
Indeed. They're said to have worked with the Hexen clan's ancestors 1,200 years ago in order to accomplish something.
That is correct. Some of their finest technology is gathered in this place. The creation of a large-scale phase space, the expansion of flexible materials, as well as the development of the trial system.
Like the trial all of us overcame earlier this year?
And presumably the same ones Dreikel's the Lionheart and the Lance Maiden overcame before us.
It must be. Crow was supposed to have overcome one under Ordis, too. Tell us everything that you know, Valimar. Why did the gnomes make a place like this to begin with? Why seal away the Divine Knights and make us overcome trials to obtain them?
Well, so not every single one of the people getting into these buildings would be able to get a Divine Knight? Only a true Awakener?
And what's happening here right now?
I have lost the knowledge with which to answer your questions. However, the key to all is known as the Great One, the first to be born, and the last to stand.
The Great One, huh?
The first to be born, and the last to stand.
I feel as though I've heard those words before.
I'm sure it would mean something to Vida and the Elder, but I'm clueless.
Furthermore, the entity you fought during the Jetlag trial you overcame is none other than the shadow of the Great One.
Ah.
That huge thing?
Yeah, that is familiar.
I feel like something's clicking into place in my head, but not really.
Still, if what happened here before was a trial for us to overcome, is what's happening now a trial as well?
Most likely so. However, this is not an official trial you were intended to complete. I suspect some disturbance triggered the activation of a different trial, resulting in the current turn of events.
Let me get this straight. This is all related to the truth behind what happened 1,200 years ago, right?
If it is, I want to know, and I think a lot of people do.
We've gotten ourselves wrapped up in something that's truly out of this world, haven't we? Wait, you aren't all thinking of...
Oh yes they are. Class 7 is out to investigate.
You're gonna try and get to the bottom of this, aren't you?
Yes. It might sound strange, but this almost feels like a continuation of the first night of the festival.
And, by coincidence, this also happens to be our final free day.
I think we can all agree that we have a duty to see this through.
We'll be sure to do so by the end of the day.
I doubt it will compare to the trials we've faced in that infernal castle, but it should prove interesting nonetheless.
Like there was even a point in asking, Sarah.
I do believe we should be acting with a little more caution. But where do you begin preparing for a situation like this?
Check your equipment, check your cords, and then go on in.
Well, if you all insist. But we're coming too.
You will? That would be a huge help.
It would certainly make our investigation easier if you were with us.
You guys rock. Yeah, you're all super strong! In that case, I would be more than willing to assist you as well.
Ooh, Sharon. Now that's interesting.
Sharon? How long have you...
Can you maybe stop doing the thing with the skulking around in the shadows and popping out at the last minute?
Oh, Lady Sarah, I did nothing of the sort. I only arrived mere moments ago. Why are all of you always like this? Right. Okay, this time, I'll be coming with you all to make sure you don't push yourselves too hard.
But...
This is our final free day too, you know. We want to make it one to remember as much as anyone else.
I'll stay here and back you guys up. If you need anything, just say the word.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
Well, if everyone else is joining in on the fun, the two of us would like to assist you as well.
What? Your Highness, I'm not sure...
Please don't try and stop me, Captain. This academy was founded by one of my ancestors. And as a member of the Arnor family, I hardly feel that I can turn a blind eye to what is happening here.
And she's extremely curious to see what is here in this realm.
just so happened to receive this wonderful gift from my brother.
That looks like...
An orbital staff? Though it's a different size than the ones we use.
Hold on a minute. Isn't that the Epstein Foundation's latest model?
Well, it would explain why she is having it.
The Epstein Foundations.
Weren't their staves the original model for the ones we've been testing here?
My brother used his connections to get it for me, and it's been adjusted especially for me, so I have no problems using it.
A member of the Arner family using a specially adjusted orbital staff should be quite formidable.
Yeah, I can see her being a real force to be reckoned with using it.
Naturally, if Her Highness is going, I will be accompanying her. And I'm afraid that nothing you say is going to change my mind.
Because he knows how Rean would react.
But...
You're fighting a losing battle, Rean.
If you're so worried about her, why not take her along so you can keep an eye on her instead?
Alright, I get it. Class 7, and everyone else kind enough to aid us? Our mission is to investigate and resolve the strange situation here. This is our, Class 7's, final trial. So let's give it everything we've got!
Right!
Alright, an extra support because of all the extra characters. I wouldn't have minded 2 extra support slots, but I'll take it. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that the people we don't pick will be standing around in this area, so there's gonna be some back and forth with all the members, so it doesn't matter who we pick right now. So that way we can talk to all these, then switch them all over, talk to the ones that are now in our party, and after that we can determine who we are gonna take with us. Yes, confirm. Obtain the following costumes and attachments. Habit, RMP, casuals, and captain's hat. About the Reverie Corridor. The inside of the Old Schoolhouse has been transformed into an area called the Reverie Corridor. This area has no fixed structure and changes its layout completely every time you enter the dungeon from outside. Every time, monsters will revive and treasure chests are reset, allowing you to conquer it as many times as you desire. You can reorganize the party by talking to any of the team members at the base of the corridor. After reaching certain points, you will be able to warp back to this base area. To change the party, talk to any one of your allies at the base. The layout dungeon itself is randomized, changing every time you leave and re-enter. All Class 7 members and supporters can temporarily use Overdrive no matter who they are linked with. The amount of link experience gained in battles has also been increased 3 times its usual amount. The enemies in this area are significantly stronger than those in the final chapter and must be approached with due caution. The specifics of the enemy's fought will be recorded in the Reverie Corridor section in your notebook. So basically a last final challenge, yes. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some bosses in here. Bosses we can spend all our RAM on, because I think we have 18 normal and 16 double RAM, so yeah, I think we'll be fine. As long as we can conquer the monsters here, the rest will just follow it on its own. It appears to be some kind of unusual device. Whatever it is, it's not working. It's the teleportation device, of course. Oh, I knew the rumor circulating that this place was full of mysteries, but none of them did it justice. I almost wish I had investigated it more thoroughly while I was still here. I'm guessing you investigated it some, then? Come to think of it, you attended Thor's Milliam's attending now, and even the Chancellor was here once. Was Lecter a student here too? Oh, no, actually. I heard he attended the famous school over in Liberal instead. Oh, really? Well, I guess that explains how he seems so well informed on international affairs. Oh, he ended up having to withdraw part way through his time there, so he wasn't able to graduate. But from what I've heard, he had quite a colorful life as a student. laying on rooftops, quite a lot. I believe he even served as the school's student council president. What? Yeah, I totally don't see that. I don't think he could be any less like Towa if he tried. You'd be surprised. He may act flippant, but he's a very considerate young man. I got a phone call from him just last night, actually. He said all the 2 sentences before hanging right up too. Trying to take things too seriously is gonna have the opposite effect of what you want, you know? Just try talking to him and telling him how you feel without feeling the need to control the situation. Wow. Maybe you're right. He must have somehow worked out exactly what's going on between us. Oh, that's Lecter for you. I doubt even he was able to predict what would happen here, though. The area we're in is clearly one where the common sense rules we're used don't apply. But you can make it through, Rean. You've overcome impossible odds so many times before. And I'll be right there with you to overcome this one. Thanks, Claire. I'm glad to have you with us. Oh, there's nothing that could be waiting for you that you couldn't overcome. Of course, if you need my help to do so, I won't say no. How could any Thor's alumni at this time like this? Well, I sure wasn't expecting things to turn out like this when I wandered over here. Still, it should be a good chance for Sarah and I to get a bit of light exercise before things get really busy. We'll be counting on you. Oh, actually, does that mean the Courageous is out of service now? Sure does. It's not being used for anything right now. The official reason is that it's not needed anymore now that the factions are both getting along and the country is at peace. Keeping them in check and serving as a deterrent was its main purpose after all. Based on that wording, I'm guessing the unofficial reason is that the government's been pressuring you? Well, I'll leave that to your imagination. Just don't make the mistake of thinking Prince Olivert or the Viscount have given up or anything. I haven't either. As soon as they feel the time is right to act, I'll be right there with them. That's reassuring to hear. I'm probably not someone who should saying this with all that's been doing these last few months, but I'll be rooting for you. Cheers. Anyway, forget all that heavy crap now. We've got to sort everything out here first. If you ever need me, just give me a call on my Arcus. I'll be right there to back you up. I'm ready to roll whenever, so if you need me to lend a hand, just say the word. I'll be happy to back you up. I have no doubt. Yeah, so many people. Life loves to build up walls to halt our progress. Some might try to go around them, but I have a simpler solution. Smash straight through. Come, my adorable kittens, let's show life that we can crush any wall that is dares to put in our way. When life builds walls to stop you, smash straight through them. It's as simple as that. Come, my adorable kittens, let's show life that we can crush any wall that is dared to put in our way. I guess that kind of makes for a bonus supplementary lesson for you. Move on to the next phase of your lives. I guess there's a good chance to see if I've still got the magic touch before I head to the guild too. We got the perfect opportunity to put everything we learned this last year to test, so let's make it count. This is as good a chance as any for me to see if I still got the magic touch before I head back to the guild. With you all the way. If this is my last job as student council president, I want to make it count. And someone's gotta stop you from doing anything reckless. We have a whole lot to look forward to after this when it's all done, so I'm not gonna allow you to get hurt. I'm with you all the way. If this is my last job as student council president, I want to make it count. We have a whole lot to look forward to after this is all done, so I'm not gonna allow you to get hurt. Yeah, she has to report progress one. So, in case we forgot to give in the last quest, we could have done it here. Perfect. And here I was thinking my last day of school would be easy, laid back and simple. So much for that. Still, as always, I'm your Arcus guy. If you need anything, better get your request in now. Life's given me a chance to close out this year with a bang, so knock yourself out. You know that ornament charging station by the elevator? I'm kinda thinking I could improve it somehow. Not exactly just how yet, but I'll keep brainstorming it. Oh, and if you need me to work on your Arcus, I'd be more than happy to. Seriously, life's given me one more chance to end my time at Thor's with a bang. And working on your Arcus units made me feel like I'm part of all the action. Now, trust me, you definitely are part of the action. Alright, we still have a lot of people to talk to. I'm pretty sure a couple of them will give us scenes and more than anything else. Since everyone is here, they no longer at their place in Thor's or the Academy, so I want to go outside as well to see if things changed. If they have changed, we have a lot of people to talk to once again before we head down in the Old Schoolhouse. So for now, I'm going to leave it here. Next time we're going to talk to the last few members down here before heading back out and see what's up with everyone out in the Academy and Thor's. But till then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time, as we're going to try to figure out if we can talk to everyone once again. See you then. Bye bye.